Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. If you own a home or you're thinking about buying one, understanding your insurance coverage is super important. Today we're talking about dwelling coverage, what it is, what it protects, and how you can make sure you're covered in case something happens to your home. Well, so what exactly is dwelling coverage? This part of your home insurance policy protects the main residential building on your property. Basically, it's coverage for your actual house, the structure itself. That includes things like your walls, roof, and foundation. It also extends to any building materials that are on or next to the property if they're intended for construction or repairs. But here's something to keep in mind. Dwelling coverage does not include the land your home sits on. That's a common misunderstanding, so I just wanted to clear that up. Now let's break down what's actually covered under dwelling coverage. The biggest and most obvious part is your home itself. That could be a single-family home or even a multi-family building with up to 4 units, as long as you're living in one of them. But it also includes a lot more than just the exterior walls. For example, if you have an attached garage, that's covered. Built-in cabinets, covered. Your wall-to-wall carpeting, yep, that's part of the dwelling too. Even major appliances like your refrigerator, stove, and oven are considered part of the dwelling as long as they're built in or permanently attached. And what about fixtures? Well, that's a term you might hear when dealing with home insurance. Fixtures are things that are securely fastened to your home, whether they're nailed, bolted, glued, cemented, or screwed in place. If it's an essential component of the house, it's considered a fixture. Think of things like sinks, toilets, and even an attached deck. If removing it would cause significant damage to the home, then it's probably covered under your dwelling coverage. Now, here's a simple way to figure out if something falls under dwelling coverage or personal property coverage. Ask yourself this: would it be easy to take with you if you moved? If you could just pick it up and go, then it's probably personal property. If it's permanently attached and removing it would be a hassle, then it likely falls under dwelling coverage. But there are limits to what counts as part of the dwelling. For example, just because something is connected by a utility line, like an outdoor light fixture, or by a fence, doesn't mean it's considered part of the dwelling under your insurance policy. And that's something to keep in mind when reviewing your coverage. So why is this so important? Well, if something happens to your home, whether it's a fire, a storm, or another covered event, you want to make sure you have the right amount of coverage to rebuild or repair your home. And that's why it's a good idea to check your policy and talk to your insurance provider to make sure your coverage limits actually reflect the true cost of rebuilding your home. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content that helps make insurance easier to understand. Have questions? Drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.